She is looking for the cock center. I have multiple work wives now. Just letting y'all know.
Multiple already? You got a harem?
Bro,
Inshallah.
Bro, I got.
I don't know if I used that right.
Just yelling fucking.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
All right. So we went off on a tangent again.
Yeah, I mean, I literally had one more sports thing to actually talk about.
Oh, what was that?
If all lives
the
don't,
Play-In
then
Tournament.
blue lives do. Huh?
Ah, yes, Play-In Tournament. Time to get
So,
serious
if
now.
you guys didn't know, Luca made a comment last night, basically just like, I just don't understand the reason behind it. And Mark Cuban kind of doubled down today, talking about he thinks the NBA Play-In Tournament is kind of a mistake in the way they're doing it.
It is.
And yeah, I kind of agree. I also thought they were doing it the same way they did it in the bubble, and they're not.
Oh, how they doing it?
So in the bubble, it was basically just was it 8, 9, and 10 if they were within a game and a half.
They had to be within a game of
If they were then it was either a half or a game and a half.
Game and a half of the 8 seed.
Yeah, they got to do a play-in game to try and get in. So what they're doing now is 7 through 10 does a play-in. So 7 and 8 play. The winner of that gets the 7 seed, and then 9 and 10 play.
And then they
get 9 and 10 play. The winner of that plays the 8th seed, and then that winner gets the 8th seed.
Yeah. So the original.
Wait, that loser gets the 8 seed.
No,
the winner.
The winner
of the 9-10.
The loser of the 7-8 has to play the winner of the 9-10.
Yeah.
And then
the winner of that game gets the 8th seed.
So,
but the 8 seed only has to win, I think, once, right? And then the winner of the 9-10 has to win twice against them.
Yes. Okay. So 7 or 8 only needs to win once.
Well, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah. And
that's fucking stupid. What the fuck?
9-10 has to go through a little gauntlet to
basically
it's dumb. You're gonna ask you're more potential for injury.
That can happen anyway.
Yeah, of course, but in that sense, especially when you're gonna be competing your hardest, it's stupid, especially for the 7th seed. There's other ways to do it. And Mark Cuban's point was, he was like, one, it's dumb. But he was like, if you want to, now's the year to try shit. He was like, why not? If you're going to do it that way, just make 1 through 20 and just do a bigger playoff format at that point.
Hey, Miles, you know why Cuban came out with this
because it's
right?
a 7th seed.
Because he saw Steph drop 50 the other night and was like, I don't want to play that boy in the playoffs.
I definitely don't think that's it. But I just think I think it's dumb in general. I like the concept of a play-in tournament if they did it the way they did last year.
Yeah.
My thing is, I think if you're the 7th seed, it should not be a part of it at all, because that's not the 8th seed. That's the whole point of it. I think if you're the 8th seed and it's a game and a half, especially in a COVID year, which can be determined by so many different things, games being canceled, all that sort of thing. If you're between a game and a half, do a play-in for 8, 9, maybe 10. But I just don't understand why they did it that much. Or like Cuban said, like, this is the year to try different shit. If you want to go just straight 1 through 20, if you want to go straight 16, which is always, a lot of people have been in favor of that. I just feel like this is the time to do it. Try it out. You have the shortened season. You're gonna have games canceled. You're gonna have to try and balance shit right now. Like, for example, I was thinking where it's like the difference between the East and the West. The Mavs are the 7th seed in the West. If they were in the East, they might be the 4th seed, and it's because like
East-West shit,
and also games different, like having less games, significant less games compared to other teams because of COVID cancellations and things like that.
That's tough.
I just don't understand why reinvent the wheel when you had something good in the bubble that worked.
Because that's
because money.
Because money. I mean, will it be an entertaining? Will the play-in tournament be entertaining? Probably, yeah. And we might get a team that probably doesn't deserve to be in the playoffs as that 8 seed, and they're most likely going to get swept by the 1 seed. But
or they gonna win game 1 and fuck up everybody's parlay.
Hey, man. Orlando Magic type beat.
Oh,
Orlando Magic type beat.
They're not there this year.
They're not there this year. They're not there.
Who's it gonna be?
Thank God. As a Net fan, I am breathing a sigh of relief that the Magic are not going to be in the playoffs this year, because the past 3 years, every single game 1 they take, and everybody's like, and then they end up getting smacked. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like John said, I think the only way I would like to see them change the playoff format is if they did 1 through 16, but obviously logistics wise, it's harder because you can't have, like, let's say a 3-13 matchup, and it's like the Utah Jazz and the Boston Celtics, right? And now you got to travel all the way across the country for these, for these games.
That's still I want it to happen at some point. To
No,
me,
and I
if
think
there's one commissioner to make it happen, it would be Adam Silver, and I'm pretty sure he's against it. But I just feel like
Bro, they're trying to get Adam Silver out of here. They say he's committing war crimes this season, and low
So
key
many-
he is.
Why you say that?
Because 72 games in like this short season.
I just want to know how.
difficult.
I just want to know how they're gonna get back on schedule for
the anthem shit.
Yeah,
People don't like. There's been a lot going on.
I feel like
this play-in tournament.
This is a lot of shit directed that involves the Mavericks, so I guess I really understand where you know what I'm saying.
I mean, hey, Mark, you made a good point on the fucking anthem too. So.
The anthem shit, dude,
Bro, nobody cares about that shit like at all. I've never.
He was like, yo, if it was that big of a deal, why do we only do it at sporting events?
Okay, Goodell.
Bro, the fact that he got how many games did you guys get through? You guys got through like what, 20-something games?
Yeah, most of the
before anyone
noticed. Yeah.
You're like, wait a second, are we missing something? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers like, let's just get into it.
Yeah.
Like who? Like I'm not.
I think it's crazy that he did it in Texas, bro. Out of
Yeah.
all places,
and they didn't notice.
Yeah, and it's not like they're in Austin. Austin's pretty liberal. It's not like that. Like, bro, Dallas Fort Worth,
one of the most gun-toting, rootin' tootin'est places. All lives matter in the country, and they didn't even know. They was too busy stuffing their faces. Actually, well, no, because when did you guys bring fans in?
We didn't bring fans in the beginning.
No, I know. So like, how long after fans were brought in did
at this
somebody
point? Maybe
notice?
a month ago. I don't think they were doing it when they had fans yet.
And nobody knew. I mean, it's not broadcasted. That's the thing. It's not broadcasted on TV, which is interesting, right? Because
if it mattered, why don't you broadcast it on TV outside of the NBA
outside the NBA Finals,
the
right?
All-Star game?
Yep. Like normal, like you turn on the Knicks game. I know 7:30 tip off. All right, I'm turning the game on at 7:37, and they're just coming back from the pregame show, and two guys are at center court.
It hurt to not be in the Garden for Knicks Mavs this year when I was listening to it, and I was just like, damn, this shit is mad weird.
It's very weird.
It's
It would
okay.
take us too damn expensive.
John, it's okay. Next year you get to come to Barclays. See
We
your team.
do, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we came to
See
New York
scary
already, right?
hours. Yeah, you did. You beat us when we had it was just Harden. Yeah. Lost money on that.
Dag nabbit.
Damn Reddit Mavs. It's his fault.
Damn it.
My guy, Ruben.
I like how every time
You just blame him.
No, my favorite thing to do now on Mavs games that I actually pay attention to and that I bet on. And he does this, his, what did you like? What did you do? What did you dislike? So the last one I did was I liked taking Mavs money line at plus 170. I disliked Mavs not covering third quarter spread. He was like, I'm telling God you're betting. I was like, it's not, all right, tell God on John too. He made me.
Inshallah.
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 But just to wrap up one of the few serious parts. Yeah, I think the play-in tournament's stupid. I think we're all in kind of agreement. The way they're doing it this year is dumb.
Although I'm telling you, it's interesting because at the start of the Nets game today, they showed the graphic of the standings. Of the East, 7 through 10 in no particular order because I can't remember. But
Yeah, I'm pulling it up
the
right
Celtics, the Knicks, the Heat, and the Pacers.
No,
not the Heat. Sorry, not the Heat.
You're
Not the Heat.
smacked.
Celtics, Knicks, Pacers, and someone else.
Bulls.
Bulls. There it is. There it is. One of the teams Jimmy Butler.
I'm glad
Bulls-
Atlanta
the
came
Bulls
around.
is
I'm glad
like-
Atlanta came around to what we said they were going to be in the beginning of the season once they got healthy.
Yeah, like they quietly have won
They're the 4 seed, dog.
like 17 of their last
And
20
all
games
it
or something crazy like that.
All it took was a coaching change.
That's-
No, and health. Health was the biggest
no,
thing
because
for them.
look, John Collins has been out the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm about to say John
But they
Collins
were
is
missing
playing.
like 3 to 4 rotational pieces
All right,
for almost
we're
a month.
missing, All right,
bro.
we're missing Dunn. I'm saying
They're
they.
missing
I mean, they had and
I know Bogdanovich
Gallo,
was out.
Bogdanovich. It's DeAndre Hunter on that team, right?
yeah.
Hunter.
Heard
But
it.
Hunter
Those
was
four.
he was
Not
there at the
Heard.
beginning.
No, not Herder. Oh,
He
He was there in the
season.
beginning.
Yeah, when they were still bad.
And then he was gone for like 2 months.
When they were still bad. And then he came
No,
back.
in the beginning they started out all right.
Yeah,
And then-
because they had the really good first 2 weeks when they were 4-2 because it was when the Knicks
and then he
were
got hurt.
5-3.
And then he got hurt.
DeAndre Hunter,
But that's 4 rotational pieces, which is always significant.
yeah.
Look at the Mavs when it happened.
and then
They were
got
9 and
Rondo
13.
back, I guess, and Snell, I guess. I know they did have injuries, but the team does play and look. a
Yeah,
lot
they
better.
definitely. It's a part of it, but I think being healthy is
I'm
a little
just,
more
I'm just
important at that
waiting
point.
for the Kings to have that
But yeah.
turnaround when they
Like my thing is
fire,
the
him.
that Listen, the play-in tournament for the East, honestly, looks like it's more difficult than the one for the West.
Can you
if
imagine?
I'm being honest.
Can you imagine telling somebody
because
from
we
the
don't really
90s that?
because it really just depends on which team comes to play that day. I think that's
My thing is, 2 of those teams were playoff teams last year.
well, one of those teams was in the fucking Eastern Conference
That's what I'm
Finals.
saying.
One of those
like-
teams was a preseason finals pick for people.
Not by any of us.
Not by
Not
us, but
by
I'm
us.
just saying.
People
Like,
was
all right,
people,
well,
people
fuck you
was
then.
picking Tatum to fucking win MVP this year. Remember that? Remember that?
What?
When people was picking Tatum to win MVP.
It's crack.
I mean, Tatum is having a really good year.
Yeah, but look at where the Celtics is at.
Motherfuckers
That's
are
their
fighting for
fault.
the playoff
That's Danny
lives.
Ainge's fault.
Oh, you're right.
That's Danny
it
Ainge's.
definitely is
I don't
Danny
know
Ainge's
why
fault.
Celtics fans don't hold Danny Ainge to the fire as much as they should.
Because he won them some rings, and you know, Boston never forgets.
Bro, Boston has won.
The
Right.
North remembers.
The one.
Not just getting all these hits just to not score.
Hey man, it's okay. It is what it is. But I don't know. Since that 08 team and I guess the 09 team that lost to Kobe, they close but no score every single year. Every year it's like, all right, you get to Eastern Conference Finals, then what? You're supposed to make a move that puts you over the hump.
And then every year before then, they were mediocre. Paul Pierce, Doc Rivers.
Who was the bridge coach between Doc Rivers and?
There was none.
There was none. It was went straight from Doc to
when
to
Doc
Brad
got
Stevens.
traded.
Yep.
Oh yes, when Doc got traded to the Clippers. What a time to be alive.
And then they got this upstart, perky young guy from Butler who coached they won Gordon and Maga Hayward to the NCAA Final Four.
Not Justin saying everybody who's white is MAGA, but hey,
It's not everybody.
That's not what he
white.
said, but that's what he said.
It's not everybody that's white. That's the joke.
If
That's
you're
the
white
joke.
and you're in the NBA, no.
tell
it's
us you don't like white
you're
people.
That's
without
not true.
saying you
Oh,
don't
so
like
JJ
white
Redick
people.
is MAGA now, John?
Sorry,
no,
sorry,
no,
Matt. We
no.
love you.
He actually finally played.
Matt.
Yeah, I saw
Matt,
that.
Matt would be in my top 3 favorite white people. Yes.
I was gonna be like, I know 4 white people.
I would
I
say
only know 2.
Matt for me is top. He's cracked the top 15 now.
Nice.
Um,
Working my way up. You know a lot of white people.
I
Yo,
do.
there's this white
I live in
dude.
Westchester County. Of course, I know a lot of white people.
True. I mean, shit, we live in Long Island.
But to say,
but
how do
we
you
live-
not
we live in
know
the-
that many
We
white
live in the dark strip of Long Island,
You
as
know
I
what?
refer to it.
You live in
I
the
would
colored
agree.
section.
Yeah. We live in the back of the bus. Wow.
Hey, man.
Wow.
The back of the. I mean, you're more on the front part of the island, right?
Hey,
Not
man.
not towards the tip.
Depends on which way the bus is heading.
Oof.
Interesting. All right. Interesting. Really quick. Before you get too off topic. Interesting. The guy Robert Moses. I heard that he made a lot of bridges in like Long Island because he was, the city planner. He made a lot of bridges too low for buses to travel under,
Really?
like city buses to travel under, so that
Yeah,
people-
sounds about right.
people
I
from,
mean,
like,
I have no
the
idea.
boroughs and other
but
things
I
like that
absolutely
couldn't get
believe
to
that.
the beaches out here.
I mean, there are definitely a lot
The
of
beaches.
like
That
tactics
sounds
to
pretty
keep
fair.
people from the city out. Like,
Yeah.
the beach prices, for example,
Mhm.
like non-resident prices are like
oh yeah, it's crazy.
ridiculously higher than.
Y'all are wild.
Shimoneta is rated MA, so don't watch these kids. It's on Funimation. I'm pretty sure it's on Hulu as well because of that little partnership. And we're gonna do episodes 1, 2, and 3 for next week. So with that, let's get the fuck out of here. Thank you guys for listening and watching. If you stayed till the end, we appreciate you. This is quite a journey. I don't even know what this is gonna look like at the end. This episode might just be 20 minutes. Follow us at Saratobi Sports.
Not you
on
saying
Instagram
that
and
at the
Twitter.
21-minute mark.
It's gonna be 20 minutes of me saying nubs.
It's just endless repeats of nubs and
Mega
let
dick.
that nigga know.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Saratobi Sports. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on TikTok. We did have one that from last week's episode did some numbers. I'm gonna be posting a lot more in there soon.
You're welcome.
You guys can follow me at Offended Narwhal on Twitter. RIP DMX. Guys.
Wow. Inshallah. Black Lives Matter. You can follow me on the gram, Worldwide West _11. This episode is dedicated to Linda, Felicia, Arnez, about 3 Kims. Brenda and Tina. All right.
Not that being his actual contact list.
Wow.
They all work with him at the Cox Center.
Come on!
Oh boy, this has been a fun episode. I enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed the Wing It podcast that we did today. But you know what? That's the beauty of the Saratobi Sports Podcast. It doesn't always have to be about sports and anime.
You never know what you're gonna get.
You never know what you're gonna get.
It might be Mega Dick.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Mega Dick. It might be mayonnaise. It might be a foolish head boy.
It might be a Rough Rider. It might be an Elasticap. And a Galacticap. My bad.
Basically, you know. But you always know one thing,
It'll be
and
warm.
that's to let that nigga know. You can also follow me at J_Thomas_24.
All right. You know that oh, that's what happened. I broke my back.
Spinal.
Have you finished your outro? All right. We'll catch y'all next week if we still have a podcast.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion.